I tell women that when you are in a relationship, you have whether you're married, you have, your boyfriend, y'all trying to get married, whatever. And sometimes your single friends don't really like your situation. Case in point, let's go ahead and check this out.
I'm in my mid-30s and I struggle so much to connect with women who have partners that are providers. I know this about myself. There's a level of envy in a way. I'm envious of them. And I struggle to empathize a lot of the times. Like, I really do. Because it's literally just me. Like, I have to keep a roof over my head. I have to keep up with my health. I have to keep up with my happiness. I have to keep up with my dog. I know that's first world problems. But just like all these things I'm doing by myself. And I know there are a lot of people out there that can relate. And as humans, we are not.
Be careful with anybody saying they're envious of you. If someone's envious of you, they will sabotage you. Because her envy is, I don't have what you have. And because I envy that, I will possibly sabotage that. When you hear stories about, this woman messed up, tried to sleep with my man. This woman tried to take my man. This woman did this, did that. A lot of times they want you in the same position as them. So you got a good thing at home, right? And they see that. So they want you single like them. So they'll try to do all kind of things to make you even try to turn against your man on some stupidity to get you single like them. And then when you mess up your relationship because they are already envious of yours, they're like, man, I messed up a good relationship. You know what I'm saying? And there's some ladies listening right now that have had this experience dealing with a woman like that. Let's go ahead on and continue.
Meant to be individual creatures. We haven't evolved past that. We are still meant to be communal, and we are meant to be in groups and herds and in packs. And so to be in your mid-30s doing all of this stuff, it's exhausting. It's exhausting. And it's so crazy when I think about it, because growing up, I was taught you need to be able to take care of yourself. You shouldn't depend on anybody. You definitely don't depend on a man. Like, that was a whole spiel that was ingrained over and over and over again. And I'm on my sixth apartment in New York City by myself. And that was a goal. That was always like, get your own space, take care of yourself.
Once again, she was told that same sermon that a lot of black women were told. You don't need a man. Do it by yourself. And unfortunately, she's in, she say her mid-30s. Well, I guess she's 35. So she's 35 years old, have no man, envious of other women who have a man, who's a provider type of man, while she's at home with her animal, okay? And she's sitting up there upset. And then she's reflecting on what she was told. I think the worst thing that was ever told to black women is that you don't need a man, you can do it yourself, or whatever the case may be, because that has harmed a lot of black women's chances for marriage, because it made them so masculine, and men aren't attracted to masculine. I mean, if they are secretly LGBT, then they are, but we're talking about a straight, heterosexual black man. He's not attracted to nothing masculine at all. So I hear what she's saying, but you don't need to be jealous of nobody or envious of nobody's relationship. You need to get your own relationship. But, you're 35, and, that field gets a little challenging at that age.
I'm gonna tell you right now, in my mid-30s, I hate living by myself. I hate it. I'm a communal person. I like being around people. I sleep better when I'm around people, whether it's my family, my close friends. I hate being by myself. And so I'm at this weird place where I'm just like, what do I do? I don't know. And I just know if I had a partner that was helping me balance out this stuff, I would free up so much mental and emotional capacity to accomplish and get done all of these things that I have constantly in my mind, these ideas. Like, I have so many ideas that could be.
So then walls are closing in on you. That's what it is. The silence is very loud in your home. Your animal just don't do that for you, because that's not a human being. That's an animal. And you're recognizing that you're getting older. You have nobody. You feel like you're not accomplished, because that's listen, naturally women is supposed to be with men. Naturally men supposed to be with women. That's just natural. So nature is catching up with you too. And also a biological clock is ticking on you too at the same time. And you're realizing all this, and you're realizing you don't have a whole lot more time left in the biology situation. You're by yourself without a man. But the question I have with definitely with a lot of them, how many men did you pass up that really wanted to be with you in that manner? Because what I've learned about life with women, there's a lot of men that want to marry them. and they all turned them down for whatever the reason. Some of them are silly reasons, some of them legitimate reasons. But let's say the ones that was turned down for silly reasons. Those men a lot of times end up being married to somebody else, and maybe that was the person you should have been married to, but you chose not to for whatever the reason, right? And now you're by yourself in a home, and the walls are closing in on you, and the silence is extremely loud and screaming at you every day. This is why. You're tired of paying bills by yourself. You're tired of not having nobody to watch Netflix with. You're tired of not having someone to cook a meal for. You're tired of not having, a man to fuss at about picking up behind himself. Just tired of it. Well, ma'am, you got to fix that. There's nothing we could do.
Life changing, not just for me, but and not just for my family even. I know it can change my family's life, but for society, I have all these ideas, but I'm by myself and I can't do it. It's impossible. It's impossible. And it's crazy to try to accept that or come to terms with that. But I'm not beating myself up about it because I'm human. And again, humans are meant to be communal. We are meant to thrive in community. And again, we haven't evolved past that. I don't know why people don't get that. We haven't evolved past that. So everybody's like, oh, block this person, don't communicate. Yeah, and then you get isolated. And then what?
Well, no, we're not going to evolve past it because we're supposed to be together as human beings. So no, it's nothing. It's no evolution of anything. Even men being by themselves that we've been hearing today, that's not normal. Men supposed to be, with make their own families, right? And a lot of men are lonely, and a lot of men are suffering too. The same thing you say you're suffering right now, and the men's not suffering because they just choose to not get involved. It's just the prospects are not as good, so it's kind of putting them in a position where they're alone and by themselves. But here's the thing. Well, only thing I can say is put yourself out there. Get fix your hair, fix everything you got going on with yourself, and go in some places. Some men are really looking for somebody. If you really want to settle down, I would say get somebody older. Get a gentleman a little older than you, not younger, but get one either at minimum your age or definitely older. That would be my suggestion for her. If you maybe want to find somebody that maybe want to kind of be with you and settle down. But yeah, it gets old. Yeah, being that single stuff gets old real quick. Trust me, when I was single, after, I had got divorced years ago before I met my wife, that single stuff got old to me real quick. That's I don't see how people want to live single all day long. I just never, because I was so used to, the type of life I'm living. I'm like, I was open really kind of immediately to something serious because I'm like, I'm not really meant to be single like that. I'm just not meant to be. Some people are meant to be, but I'm not. So, I ended up meeting my wife and we got married within a year, and we've been married 13 years. So it's just that, so I get what she's saying. I get it. But yeah, she just needs to put herself out there enough. Maybe somebody